How's it going, guys? I wanted to do a quick review of the Geigerrig. This is the Geigerrig Tactical Hydration pack. It's called the Rigger. It's their Rigger line. So Geigerrig Rigger. I'm not going to go through the hydration system. If you want to see how they call it their hydration engine, if you want to see how that works, just go on YouTube or go on Geigerrig's website, and you'll see, I don't know, about 100 videos of their website showing how their hydration system works. However, for whatever reason, they go into no detail whatsoever on their packs, or at least very, very little. So I actually was going to buy just the hydration engine and put it in my Camelback, and I actually did do that. But I was like, I don't know, I'll show you guys here in a second, but I decided to go ahead and buy their pack. It's actually almost identical to the Camelback version, their Maximum Gear version, which I'll show you here in a second as a comparison. But this is what came with it right here. It comes with this passport, which has got coupons for ski resorts and things like that. I'm sure I'll probably never use any of that. Then it comes, this is one of the hang tags that's on it, the best hydration system ever. I know it's going to be sideways, but there you go. Some of their propaganda, if you want to call it that. Hopefully I like the system. I haven't used it yet, but really what I wanted to get into on this particular review, was the layout of the pack. It's a real small pack. It's made to go, it's got shoulder straps on it, but you can tuck those shoulder straps in so you can attach it to gear in other ways. But really what I wanted to go into is the pack itself, so you guys could see how much storage it has and those kind of things. And it doesn't have much, but I knew it wouldn't. But there's literally no pictures on any website or no videos that show the inside of this particular pack. It shows their bigger ones, some of those. So it's got the double zippers here to hold it down, the Velcro to put your name or whatever you want to put on it. And so this is the inside of the pack right here. Your hydration system goes in behind this pocket right here. And it'll come out. You can just slide it right out. You've got your water tube coming out this side. This is your air tube. Like I said, if you want to see how the pack works, you can go to geigerrig.com and check it out over there. I think that's where it's at. You can just do an internet search for it. This side zipper really doesn't have a lot of purpose other than maybe to get to some small gear that you might have stuffed in here. So I said there's not a lot of room in there. You can see. I guess you could throw some power bars in there. Maybe a couple of maybe a stripped out MRE pack. You could probably get that in there pretty well. This is all sewn down. It's hard to do with one hand. It's all sewed down right there. So this bag is in its own little pocket. So all you have really for storage is you can unzip this. You can either unzip the top, which you don't need to do, or you can just hit the side zipper. And like I said, you can see in there, there's pretty good storage to put maybe even 2 stripped out MREs if you're out in the field for a day, or if you're out hiking and you just want to throw some of your dehydrated stuff in there, a couple power bars or something similar. On the back of the pack, like I said, it's identical to the on their website. You can see that pretty much how this works. So there's some pouches here, and they do show a little bit of this in one of the pictures, I think. So this back piece right here is a slip through all the way through, and what you can do is you can unbuckle your straps right here, and you can put your straps inside here, run this bottom one up through here, and you can tuck it in all nice and neat. And then you use these D-rings. There's 6 of them. There's 3 on both sides, including this one up here, which will be tucked in and out. So you got 3 on both sides, so that way you can actually molly this to or you can attach to the back of the molly gear. If you have a bigger backpack that has points that you can attach a hydration rig to, you can just attach it to the back of that backpack, and it's got a little molly strip down here. Like I said, the main thing I wanted to show was the size of the pack and the things that you can get in it and about how much storage you can get. There's no cubic inch rating on it, so I don't have that, but like I said, you could get a day's worth of stuff in there besides your water. Now this one's the 70-ounce water bladder. So let me pull this out. I'm gonna have to set this down. Alright, sorry about that. So here's the water bladder pulled out. You have your air on this side, and then you have your this is your air here, and actually it says right there, I can zoom in, Yeah, I can't read it, but it says airport there. And then this side's your water port. And it's got quick disconnect fittings. You can disconnect it when there's water in it. Sorry, there you go. You can quick disconnect it when there's water in it. And your water won't leak all over like my older Camelback does. I think the newer ones do. I haven't used this yet, like I said, so I don't know. But from my understanding, the taste quality is kind of poor on these. But I can't say 100% on that yet because I haven't tried it. I know I never liked the taste quality on my Camelbacks, and I actually went to their chemical bladder, and that seemed to have pretty good taste quality, so that's one of the reasons I started using it. But I did want to show you here. I'm going to put this back into the actually I'll just pull the plugs here so we can just get this out of the way and show you a good comparison. Maybe there we go. So there's the reg. Like I said, this is only a 2 liter, so 70-ounce reg, or they call it their engine. So for comparison, if I pull this engine over here out of the way, lay this down next to it right here, this is my Camelback Max gear. This is pretty much issued gear. I'm going to turn this sideways so you guys aren't turning your heads. So this is the Camelback issued gear. So you could see for size comparison, sorry about that, I got to step back a little bit, they're pretty much identical. I think, I'm not 100% sure, Geigerrig sells a 3 liter 100-ounce bladder, and I think that will fit in there. This system will go in without any issue into this rig. So if you have one of these and you just want to buy a bladder and throw that in there and then and go that way, you can. But the thing is, you got to buy the bladder, then you got to buy the air hose and things like that. So I found the stuff that I bought as separate pieces, I'm going to use them as spare parts, or as if I want to run 2 bladders full of water, I can throw another one in my backpack and I can switch it out. So I'm going to keep the one I got. I was thinking about sending it back because I did buy just a separate bladder system, a separate power air hose. It comes with the water, a couple other things, accessories, because I was gonna outfit this one to replace what's in there now, and I decided to keep all that gear. But so as you see, when I open up this guy, when you really look on a website, if you look at pictures side by side on websites, they almost look like they're made by the same person other than the inside. So here's your standard Camelback. It's got the little port there. And that's another reason I didn't know the best way to attach this on the inside, which I think I could do. I figured it would just sit down in there, and it would just sit in the bottom and move around, because there's not a place up here to hook it. I couldn't find a place, even though the old style has a hook in there. So if I pull this out of the way and pull down here with my other hand, that's my tube. I keep all my stuff in here for my Camelback. All right, once again, we're gonna. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. So there it is again. So this, well, like I said, because of the water quality and the water taste, I went to this Biochem reservoir, which I don't even know if they're making it anymore. They are making something similar, but I know they're not making this exact rig. This is a couple years old. This actually improved the quality of my water taste tremendously. So you can see the difference. That's a 3 liter. There's Geigerrig's 2 liter. I think their 3 liter just goes down to there too. So as you can see, when it sits in here, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room in this bag too, because it sits up pretty high. You can see there's room down in there. So I'm sure we could get a 3 liter bag in there. And I might do a 3 liter bag. I'm going to be going to Florida for some training next month, and I might pick up a 3 liter bag before I go down there, just so I have extra water. There was something else I wanted to mention. Like I said, the reason I went with the pack inclusive is because it comes with all the parts, and you kind of have to part and piece this guy together. I do like the layout of this rig, so I'm glad that I got it. I wish they had it in some different colors. They had it in tan, they had it in black, and they didn't have any of the camo colors. I'm not in the Army, but I got the Army colors, so that's just what they issued us, and that's what we got. I'd like to see something more in if I'm going to go with a camouflage, just a multicam or something like that. But everybody's doing that. The plain tan will work, but it definitely doesn't work very well if you are using it in uniform, unless people are okay with that. Like I said, the inside of the packs are the same. If I move this off to the side here and I flip this guy over, you'll see the backs are the same. It's pretty much the same rig all the way around. So I hope that explains what people are looking at. I didn't see a lot of comparison between the Camelback, and I think this is the most common issued Camelback, besides their backpack version. So this version here, I wanted to get it so I could do a direct comparison. Like I said, I'll probably have my straps tucked in most of the time and have it strapped on the back of my bigger backpack. Like I said, I think that's it, guys. I don't know if there's any other thing. If you have a question about this one, you can put it in the comments. But like I said, I really haven't used it yet. I purchased it off of Amazon. This review will actually end up on Amazon. I think right now this is selling for $126 on Amazon. All the parts and pieces that I bought separately to set up this rig, which I don't have laying out here, it came up to probably about $90 by the time I was done. And I was, you know, I should have probably just bought the pack, but now I got some spare parts. I think that's it. So thanks for stopping by my channel today. And once again, this is Gunner, and this has been a review of the Geigerrig Rigger Tactical Hydration Pack in Coyote Brown. And like I said, if you have any questions, just post them below. Thanks. Alright, I remember I did forget something. So I was starting to put my bag back together and I realized what I forgot. So I think I'll just stitch this at the end of the video. Hopefully I can put that in there without much problem. But I was putting my bag back together. So another thing that the Geigerrig comes with that you cannot purchase separately if you do want to put it in, say, the Camelback system, is it comes with a hard plastic sleeve in here. Now what this thing's for, it's got a couple of reasons. So it's a thermoplastic or some sort. It's pretty tough. And you can watch on their website, they have a guy getting beat on the back with a bat, so to show you that their rigs don't burst when they have air in them. So I know I said I wouldn't go through it, but basically how this works is there's water on this side, and then you pump in air, and air fills into this section, and basically it pressurizes your water, so you can actually squirt water through your drinking tube, which is kind of nice. What this does, though, is this helps it helps support on your back if you are wearing this directly in your back. It's the curved section, it goes against your back. It's inside the case, but it gives it something more of a rigid structure for the bladder to inflate against when you're inflating the air side of the bladder. So like I said, I was putting it back together and I saw that and I was like, forgot to show that. So here we'll do another signing out on this one. So once again, this is Gunner. Thanks for stopping by, and this has been the Geigerrig Tactical Rigger.